Hey folks, this is Dan. This is a video response for Doug over at Decon's Cardboard. Doug is asking us to show our cards that are graded 1, and so I'm going to go ahead and show those now. But before I begin, I just wanted to say that some of these cards that I'm gonna show you, these are some of my most favorite cards in my collection. And so just because a card is graded a 1 does not mean that it's a bad card. It doesn't necessarily mean that it was not worth grading. So first card I'm going to show you is my 1954 Topps rookie Ernie Banks. Now the reason why this is a 1 is because it has got some creasing throughout the card. But other than that, from a distance, this is a great looking card. The back is clean. Actually, there's no wrinkling on the back. There's only wrinkles on the front. So that's my first card. Second card is a T205 gold border Walter Johnson. Again, just some wrinkling on the front. Obviously, it's got rounded edges, and some of the gold border is smudged. Maybe even some creases at the bottom. I can't really tell. They're not very bold, So from a distance, it's kind of hard to tell. So the next one is a 1941 play ball Joe DiMaggio. And can you tell why this is a 1? From a distance, it looks great. Might be a little bit faded, but the colors aren't that bold. But it's really kind of difficult to tell that it's a 1. I don't know if you can tell, but there is a slight crease or wrinkle. Actually, is more or less what it is. There's a wrinkle going from the top to the bottom on the front. But other than that, it's a great looking card. And when a card looks this great, even as a 1, would you rather pay a 1 price, or would you rather pay a 3 or a 4 price for that kind of card? Probably the 1 price. How about this one? From the front, this one looks like it could be a 3 or a 4. And it got the grade of a 1. So why is it a 1? Well, what I've learned is that there are 3 different criteria for why a card's going to get a 1. For most of these grading companies, they're all the same, and there's 3 different criteria. The first criteria is going to be if there is. Sorry, the first criteria is if there's going to be wrinkles or creases in the card. The second criteria is if there's going to be, which in this case, there's going to be paper loss on the back. Other than that, this card is gorgeous. So paper loss on the back for this one, which is why it's a 1. Let's go ahead and switch these out. And so the next card falls into the third category. The third category of why a card will get a 1 is because of residue or glue on the card. Now this, I think, does have a little bit of paper loss at the bottom, but I think the primary reason, if you can't tell, is because there's still glue and residue right here. I have other cards in my collection that have glue and residue, and they also got the same grade. So from the front, though, this is a gorgeous card. It's a great card. All right, and this card is a 1940s Cracker Jack Sport card. This is a Canadian issue card. In this set, it's a multi-card set, and they have 2 cards per sport. So for baseball, there's a subset of the before and then present day. So past, in the past of the sport and then present day. So there's another card in this set, a baseball card, which depicts the history of baseball. And then there's this more modern depiction of baseball, which, again, this card was issued in the 1940s. So I love the image, though. I love the swing of the bat. Why is this a 1? There really aren't any wrinkles or creases in the front. There is, however, just a little bit of paper loss, I think, right there, just one little spot. And then there's something else going on in this side that I can't really tell what it is. Other than that, this is a gorgeous one. And colors are nice and bold. I mean, you really can't beat that. All right, and my last card, graded a 1, is one that I just recently got back from SGC about 2 days ago. And this is the oldest card in my collection. This is what I would consider a rare card. This card is exactly 100 years older than I am. And that is a 1878 Huntley and Palmer's Biscuits baseball card. So this is the only this is the only card depicting a sport in this set. And it's an advertising set. Advertising Huntley and Palmer's. And, why is this a 1? Well, it's a 1 because on the back, it's got paper loss. But outside of that, this card really should be a higher grade. I mean, in the condition that it's in. All right, so for those of you who grade with SGC, I think more recently they've been including cards with a sleeve on them. And, I'm not really a fan of those. I'm not really fond of the sleeve. Tell me, what are y'all's thoughts on the sleeve around the card in an SGC holder? It kind of defeats the purpose of the tuxedo, doesn't it? I mean, I might as well have just gotten this graded by PSA or something if I wanted a clear border around the card. So, anyway, so tell me what y'all think about that. All right, so Doug, I'm going to go one step further. I'm going to add a honorable mention card, and this card is an authentic without an identifier. So, I didn't know that this was possible until recently. This is another card that I had returned from SGC a couple of days ago, but this is one of the most favorite cards in my collection, and this is a 1911 Oback Cigarettes T212, and the player's name is Hunt from Sacramento. Now, take a look at the grade. It's an authentic, right? But it doesn't say evidence of trimming. It doesn't have any other identifiers on it. All it says is authentic. Why would a card get an authentic only, but no identifier? Look at the front. The front is gorgeous. The centering is amazing. The registration and the boldness of the colors, everything is there that you would want in a card. Again, this is one of the most beautiful cards I have in my collection. Why is this an authentic only? It's because the back was absolutely butchered when it was pulled out of a scrapbook. There are ways to get cards out of a scrapbook without damaging the back, and the person that did this had no idea what those ways are. But I don't look at the back, I look at the front. So, this is a gorgeous card, and I'm going to display the front, not the back. So there you have it. There's my honorable mention. I hope you don't mind me doing that, including that. But so those are my my cards graded a 1. Some of the most favorite cards in my collection. And Doug, I appreciate your time reviewing this video. And hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks. Bye.